Two cars here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. To my left, I have the 2025 new refresh facelifted SEL Jetta. Comparing it over to the 2025, again, refresh and facelifted, but this trim in the Jetta comes GLI Autobahn, and we're going to be showing you guys the similarities and differences here in this video. Let's go ahead and dive in. We popped both hoods because these are the two option engines that you get in the 2025 Volkswagen Jetta lineup. Now, these are 205 trims, the top two trims. This is SEL right under the GLI Autobahn. And yes, I'm going to get some comments and people saying this is kind of its own island, but yeah, I have to mention all the trims. Lowest trim is S, then you got the Sport, then the SE, then the SEL, and then GLI Autobahn. This one's coming in MSRP at $29,000. This one's coming in MSRP at $32,000. Engine first in the lower trim. SEL is a 1.5 liter, 4-cylinder, 16-valve dual overhead cam engine paired together with the 8-speed automatic transmission with Tiptronic. And it also pushes out 158 horsepower with 184 pounds-feet of torque. MPG numbers on this exact SEL Volkswagen is going to be 29 city, 40 highway, 33 combined. If we shoot over to the TSI 2.0 4-cylinder turbocharged engine paired together with a 7-speed DSG transmission, or you get the option of a 6-speed manual in the GLI Autobahn. This one pushes out 228 horsepower, 258 pounds-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds with a top speed of 126 miles per hour. Now, some things that they add on to the GLI that the SEL doesn't get. You get the VAQ limited slip front differential lock system, XDS cross differential system, electromechanical power steering, 4-wheel sports suspension, and a DCC chassis control. MPG on this one is less. 24 city, 35 highway, and a 29 combined, okay? Now, I did mention that this one comes with the electrical, mechanical power steering. This is full electric, okay? Let's go ahead and shut the hoods and talk front end differences. Now, both are 2025 Volkswagen Jettas. They do come refreshed. Check out our in-depth review of each trim. What do I want to mention real quick because of the 2025 Jetta refresh? You get different headlights, different upper grills. Drop down, we get different lower grills on both trims and also different trims as well, like the the Sport or the SE. What is different with regards to SEL trim and GLI? Main differences in the front, here they go. The front bumper fascia, okay? And what are you gonna see different? Is the GLI Autobahn exterior emblems and color schemes and whatnot. It's gonna look more sporty, more aggressive. We get the cuts here, going to be the same, but we're getting that lower grille going to be different in the design of that grille, okay, with the color schemes and the cuts here in the bottom, as you can see, more sporty. Come over here, active air vents, same exact bezels, but again, the lower grille is different, color schemes, and you just don't have that extra add-on plastic molding, okay? But the headlight systems are similar with LED headlight systems. You also get the LED daytime running lights with the LED front upper grille bar going across. Over to the sides, what's different? Rims. We get the same exact rubbers in the Hankook Kinergy GTs, 225, 45, 18s on both, but we get the difference in rims with the machine surface silver on both, high gloss black on the interior of the rim, but the design is different. Same exact brake calipers, but the GLI comes with red brake calipers. Sport suspension, we have the independent sports suspension on the GLI, so it's gonna be a bit more stiffer ride than the SEL, a bit more smoother in comfort, all right? Now coming over to the door area, difference in the trim, they added a matte black plastic trim, giving it more kind of a pop out on the rocker panel area. GLI emblem here as well. Everything else is pretty much the same with regards to side mirrors. Side mirrors do come blind spot assist, heated, manual foldable, integrated blinker lighting. We got the keyless fob entry on both. We can lock them from the outside as well. Up top, we got both tilt slide moonroof options, same distance over to about halfway of that interior passenger area. Over to the rear, this is where you're gonna see some more differences. Rear fascias. SEL is going to be a bit more classy, bit more luxurious look, more softer with the trim here, okay? that's different. SEL trim here on the passenger side, but over to the GLI. Differences right here on that bumper fascia. We got the dual tip exhaust showing one on each side, okay? As well as the diffuser area, completely different. But everything else is the same. Taillights, LED, we get the GLI, the LED bar is going across, it stops, doesn't go fully across, but it stops there in the center, as well as on the Jetta SEL. Now if we come over to the top trunk lid, we get the little lip add-on. This is an option you can add on to the GLI. They do charge more for this. That gives it more of a sportier look where the SEL doesn't get it. Cargo areas, I'm gonna show you guys one. 14.1 cubic feet of cargo. Same exact, there's nothing different between the GLI and the SEL. Get the spare tire in both as well. The back seats do come 60% passenger, 40% on the driver. You can go ahead and drop that down just like that. Now that we're done showing you guys the differences in powertrains, differences in exterior, and showing you the cargo, let's go ahead and talk differences on interior. So now the main difference on these cars, yes, is the price tag, and that's what's going to come down to it. This is MSRP in the SEL of $29,000, I said, right? Does add up a little bit because of the extra bells and whistles like the auto dimmable rear view mirror, the scuff plate in the back bumper, and these mats that you get, the WeatherTech mats, which fully comes in at $31,000. Here's the MSRP sticker to the SEL so you guys get an exact idea of what comes on it. That's one main difference. Now let's shoot over to the interior differences, starting with the driver door panel. Now, color schemes and stitchings are going to be completely different with, instead of the off-white stitching, we're going to have red in the GLI. We're going to have the hexagon inlays in the GLI, but overall the same exact controls and buttons and all that. Over to the next one is the scuff plate. We don't get a scuff plate in the SEL. It's just matte black plastic cover where the GLI gets a scuff plate. Then we come over to, we have just regular stock rubber pedals, gas and brake pedal to where the GLI has the sport pedals. Now coming up to the steering wheel. This is the SEL steering with a flat bottom and kind of a more softer look on the tri-spoke steering. GLI, complete different control look, complete different steering wheel look. We have the differences in the leather wrap with the perforation on the GLI. The next one, we get no paddle shifters on the SEL. GLI gets the paddle shifting. Then we come over to the infotainment screen. See this navigation? Oh, yes, it does have hand gesture, both do. But come over to the navigation. The GLI does not have the navigation where the SEL comes standard navigation. Big difference. Coming over to the modes. In the SEL, normal, sport, custom, and eco, to where the GLI has one extra mode, you're going to add a comfort mode on top of these four where the GLI gets 5 modes. Then we come over to the traction control. No traction control in the SEL. The shift lever is completely different as well on this too. Now, up top and all around, I want to kind of mention, we're going to have different color schemes on the seats with the red stitching. Both do come ambient lighting. I want to mention that because it's a special feature. But the top liners are going to be different colors. But again, that's all having to do with the colors and so forth of the car and all that. One main difference, again, also is the colors on, or the look on the key fobs, where the GLI gets some chrome trim on the key fob. And continuing with the last two is the cluster. Over here, we're going to see those little notches, and the lines up there are going to be a bit more softer on the eyes, a little bit more comfort style, to where the GLI will have a bit more sportier, aggressive cluster. And the mats. We don't get GLI mats in the SEL. These are the Monster mats, or the WeatherTech mats. But overall, other than that, everything else is similar, okay? Check out our other trim videos for the Jetta if you want an in-depth review. Now, let's go shoot over to the second row seating and show you the difference. Main difference back here on the second row seating from SEL to GLI. The SEL gets the heated seats, where the GLI does not get heated seats on the second row. Guess what, everyone? That is the only difference back here. To put things into perspective for you guys, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, so you guys get an idea of space test on top of the differences. Both have the same exact space. Legroom is clear, but my head is touching the top liner. So shorter people in the back, taller people in the front, okay? We do get some similarities with the armrest, cup holders, and whatnot. One pocket on the back of the front passenger seat. And the color scheme's pretty much the same exact coming over to the second row seating. Now we're done with the SEL. Let's go jump inside the GLI and show you guys what we were talking about. So now sitting in the GLI, and here's the MSRP sticker to the GLI so you guys get the differences in price with the sticker itself. And a shout out to Nilo Volkswagen here in Sacramento, California for providing us these beautiful cars for this walk around review. Now, differences starting with this door panel. Remember I mentioned to you guys the color schemes and the inlays? Red stitching. Also, the hexagon inlay is slightly different from the SEL. Dropping down over to the scuff plates. These do come ambient lighting with the kind of aluminum look scuff plates. Coming over to the pedals, we got the pedals and the sport pedals. And then lower than that, the GLI mats, okay, that we get with the red stitching. Coming up to my favorite, one of my favorite parts of the GLI is the steering wheel, because we got the perforated leather wrap, the flat bottom steering, but look at the color schemes and the design on the tri-spoke. Beautiful. A little bit of difference on the controls here. Instead of your heated steering wheel button being down low, it's up high on the SEL, and also like the controls for the Media too. Behind that, paddle shifters. As we mentioned, those are different on that. And then the cluster, remember I told you guys about the little notches for your numbers and the little dots going around those tachometers. Infotainment screen. Up here, you got the app instead of the navigation, okay? Our navigation, if we press it, the navigation function is not activated in the GLI, okay? And then we have the modes. Remember I told you guys an extra mode? We get the comfort. That's the extra mode in the GLI. Traction control. Remember, SEL doesn't get traction control, where GLI gets traction control. Shift lever is different with the design and the plastic bezels around that shift lever as well. Seats do have the color schemes and the different stitching. Up top, the black liner will kind of make the cabin feel a little bit different with that black controlled manual visor as well. But overall, everything else is pretty much similar. Now let's go ahead and show you guys the second row seating difference with those heated seats and finish off with this video. Back seat difference, no heated seats back here, okay? We also get the GLI mats back here as well, and we also get the red stitching back here as well. Key fob, I did forget to mention that. Look at the difference in key fob. Okay, you get the chrome trim on the key fob. But thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you guys watching our channel once again here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. If you guys want more of an in-depth single review video with regards to the Jetta 2025 trims, check out our channel and you guys will get more information on each. We appreciate you guys watching. Check out our other year makes and models with regards to different cars and trims and comparisons at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Thank you and God bless you.